Every journey has a beginning. Every journey takes courage, the courage to know. South Point. 60 years of a quest for knowledge. 60 years of courage to know. On a date which would gather momentum in the decades to follow. Sri Shoti-Kanto Guho and Srimati Preetilata Guho were the pioneers who embarked on this journey at 16 Mandeville Gardens in South Kolkata. We initiated our journey with a batch of 20 students and a dedicated teaching staff. Today, our journey has reached a milestone where we have more than 12,000 students, about 525 teachers, and about 220 non-teaching staff members. Since the beginning, the journey has fashioned legends and in turn has become one itself. It was the first co-educational school affiliated with the West Bengal Board, creating its own identity by the standards it set upon to build for itself, and soon went on to become one of the best schools under the board. Its journey was marked by the ability to go from strength to strength. It won international recognition when it found pride of place in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the largest educational institution in the world. Our students, constant top rankers in board examinations, left indelible impressions in diverse fields. In the mid-90s, Srimati Priyamvada Birla, chairman of the MP Birla Group, took over the management of the school and continued to guide the school in its glorious quest for knowledge, following the path illuminated by the ideals of Sri Madhav Prasad Birla. She believed in sharing and caring. This was the thought which went behind the launch of the MP Birla Smarak Kosh Awards and schemes. Team South Point, over the years, has won major awards at the Science and Engineering Fair held every year in the United States of America. Our students have climbed the highest peaks, not only in academics, and crossed borders beyond geographical ones. Affiliation to the Central Board of Secondary Education in 2011 has given us a national profile.
Our children in this day and age face a very visual world. They are exposed to the computers, TV, etc. They are wired to view and understand the world around them with both their ears as well as their eyes. Unlike 20 to 30, 40 years back when we could only hear our teachers speak. That is why we realized that we needed to change and to move with time, and that is why we brought in Smart Class inside our classrooms. Smart Class not only gives an auditory effect to the children but also gives a visual effect.
South Pointers have always tried to do their humble best for the areas struck by man-made or natural disasters.
Our students long back have made their mark in the world of academic excellence. But what is important to us is that education, true education, helps them to achieve a well-rounded personality, a happy personality. That is very important to us. And for doing so, they require maybe an exposure to a number of co-curricular activities or opportunities which are available to them in school nowadays. We hope that our children grow up to be responsible citizens, responsible not only for themselves, but responsible for their loved ones and their society too.
Remembering our values and striding into the future, we have, on our 60th year, our Diamond Jubilee celebration. We took on a year-long series of festivities which ranged from the young children getting to know their city better to inviting our old students back to their alma mater in the aptly named Back to School program, to celebrating 10 years of the Saturday Activity Club exploring the most artistic forms of expression, to arranging 12 blood donation camps and the joy of giving, where our students donated new clothes. The Priyamvada Birla Scholarship was launched this year and handed over to the first batch of 25 less privileged students with family incomes lower than Rs 75,000 per annum, pursuing undergraduate studies by the Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. South Pointers also remembered their fellow citizens and organized a community lunch for them. The quest for knowledge now takes a giant leap forward as our new school, with approximately 3 times the size of the current campus and twice as many classrooms on the Eastern Metropolitan Bypass, is being planned. It is here that our quest for knowledge becomes almost futuristic. The timeless journey of South Point unravels its next milestone. A treasure that is old and new, a treasure that is precious and priceless. The treasure of all treasures, unveiling of the South Point Diamond Jubilee Time Capsule. A time capsule stores a set of materials and information which is preserved with the intention that they will be accessed at a future date to bring a slice of the past into the lives of the then present, the future of today. Treasure chests have always been a subject of mystery and interest in fairy tales and ancient legends. The pyramids have preserved their mummies for thousands of years. In its Diamond Jubilee finale, South Point has also created a grand treasure chest with an eye to the future generation. A slice of the daily life of the present school will go into the time capsule and will be opened by the school on the 1st of April 2054 on the completion of 100 years of the school.
We are celebrating our Diamond Jubilee year this year in South Point, and as such we decided to have something unique, something which could leave a milestone to mark the finale of the Diamond Jubilee celebrations, and hence came the idea of making a time capsule. Contents of the time capsule would give an idea to the future generation to see what was the functioning of South Point like in the 2014 year onwards. We are hopeful that by that time there will be a total change in functioning of the school.
This treasure trove will contain a gamut of emotions and memories, carefully placed in history for the benefit of the next generation.
The time capsule includes items that are a part of students' daily life at South Point. It comprises syllabi, lesson plans, timetables, bell timings, report cards, question papers and worksheets, items of stationery, school publications, and miniature version of school uniforms. It also contains drawings and articles by a cross-section of students from Nursery 1 to Class 12. Our students and staff members have got together to contribute to the digital archive. The entire school database as well as school photographs are a part of this archive.
The South Point time capsule is in the form of a cuboidal box with compartments inserted in a capsule-shaped glass cylinder weighing 22 kilograms. The time capsule will be sealed to preserve the materials inside.
The inside of the time capsule is a cuboidal box having several compartments with nitrogen filled in. It is again enclosed within the cylindrical glass tube, and in between the layers of the two vessels there is vacuum. Children are supposed to write on specially treated papers, and the digital archive is stored in M-disk.
And yes, we all are eagerly awaiting the moment in history when our Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee would seal the wooden box in celebration of our completing 60 years. Hoping our little experiment with our time capsule will be fruitful and its contents will be unraveled successfully in the year 2054, and our journey of achieving new milestones shall continue into the future. It was the courage to know which gave wind to our flight over the past 6 decades, which will continue to strengthen our wings in the future.
We'll never stop, pointers one and all. We have work at hand and that is our call. We'll never turn away from those in need. We'll help everyone, that is our creed. We are the pointers ready to grow. We are the pointers with courage to know. We are the pointers, challenges we'll face. We'll make our mark in the human race.
Let the journey unravel further milestones. Let the journey continue.